Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X-2. Last time we finished up with Via Infinito. This time, as you can see, we are not in Bavel. We are back at the Farplane Abyss. It's finally time. Don't need to talk to anybody else. Go here, and we move on to the final dungeon. The final dungeon is kind of weird and very short. As far as final dungeons go, it's probably the shortest final dungeon I think I've ever seen. Most are quite long. This one's got a gimmick to it. Now, I will be demonstrating this gimmick, but there are two aspects of the gimmick that you need to be aware of. If you step on these things, and there will be, I believe, 3 of them in this section, and then go to this thing, you can play the songs on here. Now, in this case, I think you're supposed to play the first one. It's kind of like a demonstration purpose, but I'm going to press this button, and then I'm going to keep spamming over to the left to show you how long it takes for this thing to adjust. You can't move the cursor until then. This is so slow. It is really, really ridiculous. I'm actually not sure why there's a musical aspect to this in the first place. What that did is that opened up this so that we could get by it. Now, the way this works, let's kind of demonstrate things. You hit that, you get knocked back. Congratulations. Everyone can figure that out. But if you step on these things, you'll get the different codes. Now, over... Okay, I already showed the encounters that were possible in the Farplane, but I'll put up another note here about them. You can start fighting everybody now if you've oversold all but one of the enemies, like I have. I'm not going to fight this guy. Breath of the Gorgon. Does that hurt? Not bad. I'm out. Don't need to fight you. But yeah, I'll show the encounters around here. I'm not going to fight any of them because this area is so short and we're already over leveled, and yes, I'm set up as a samurai. There's a reason for that. If we go over here, we'll wait. Unfortunately, the final dungeon contains a lot of waiting. So we did that. If we hold jump, we can jump up here, get one of only 3 treasure chests in here. And get hit by that, because of course. Now, is he going to hit me, or? These guys can hit you when they see like little red things sometimes, and that's the last one. So what you'll do now is you'll go up to this. Stop hitting me. This gets really tedious when it does that, and you're trying to run through here when you're testing things out. If you go over here and you play the keyboard, it'll show you the correct order to do this in. I don't think this has anything to do with the order you get it. It shows you exactly how to do it. That's the easy way. The hard way is to avoid that and just go straight up here. Because if you do that, you get Azidahaka. 146,200 HP normally, 153,510 when he oversouls. Immune to gravity. Okay. Ow. Stamina tonic. Mega elixir. Please. Thank you. For whatever reason, this guy loves to target the same person over and over and over again, and makes it incredibly difficult to set things up. Ow, would you stop doing so much frickin' damage? This guy does a lot of damage. If you wanted to, you can come in here and you can cheese things. Don't be under the impression that this is going to be a difficult battle. But I wanted to demonstrate some aspects of things that I haven't been able to show off up until now. And so I've got all the things set up that I need to have set up. He has only like 3 attacks, so don't worry about pretty much anything else. So let's heal Yuna. And everyone is set up as a samurai so that I can show off some other abilities. If he is oversold, he's some people say he's easier. He'll say eyeing somebody and waste a turn, and then he will not do an attack that turn. Non-parallel, or however you pronounce that, increases your attack by 2 stages for a maximum of 10. I think it also increases your accuracy by 3 or 4 stages each go around, but we don't really care about that. We're already going to hit pretty much no matter what. Now you have to stay above 50% of your maximum HP at all times, because this guy has an ability that hits all your party members and will deal 50% of your max HP each time it hits. So be aware of that. Have we buffed up enough yet? Not quite. Now you have buffed up enough. Once you're buffed up enough, Fireworks or Sparkler are both really good against this guy. He has high defense, so this is one way of getting past that. And one more for you. And we should be doing, yeah, maximum damage. I have 2, what are they? Champion belts equipped for this battle on each character. This guy is really not all that difficult once you have the proper setup. In fact, I was trying to see if I can make it more challenging by equipping like weaker dress spheres and fighting this guy. And you can still beat him without too much trouble. I'm not sure why he hasn't used his other ability. But yeah, his other ability is the real reason why he's annoying. He has a third ability, and I gotta heal now, that will target a single target and will reduce, there you go, heal you, will remove all of your buffs, I believe including the strength buffs that we've put on so far. So there's that. Yeah, like I said, he's got the other ability, and I think it also does some damage as well. And then, of course, the other ability that hits everybody, but most of the time, he's just going to use normal attack. And I think he's dead. Or at least pretty close to dead. But yeah, don't fall below half HP or you risk dying. But yeah, the Samurai Dress Sphere is actually quite good. You can make good use of things like Sparkler and Fireworks, which is basically Sparkler, but targets everybody instead of all enemies instead of just the one boss. They're both quite good, especially when you start being able to break damage. They're good on things like Chocobos and other fiends like that.
You're mine!
For whatever reason, just the way I had all my characters set up, I didn't have a lot of specific situations to set up to use them. Darkness is basically a very similar type ability to Fireworks and allows you to deal damage that ignores defense, which Sparkler and Fireworks do. And that's pretty much what I'm using both abilities, both Fireworks, Sparkler here, and Darkness on the Dark Knight. They do basically the same thing. I think the damage calculation is slightly in favor of the Darkness ability, but I'm not 100% sure. As you can see, when you're boosting your strength with non-para whatever, you can deal a lot of damage with it. So I wanted to at least demonstrate kind of how that works, since it's nice to be able to do that. Yeah, if you don't hold the jump button, you get hit by that. If you hold the jump button, you don't get hit. That's it. Alright, so we got this one. And yeah. Can I move, please? Loves to hit you multiple times. And I forgot to hold the button. Oopsies. Alright, now this one pops out of nowhere and hits you, because the game likes to do that. Stop that. Seriously, stop that! It doesn't just... I was away from you. Go to hell. It doesn't always do that. It does give you a chance to kind of run around it, but anyway, it's just really tedious. The ways of fixing it are to unlock the other thingamadoodles here. I know this is where you're supposed to do it. Jump down there. Go over to this one. And yeah, for whatever reason, it takes a while at each of the little things. Stop hitting me. As far as final dungeons go, seriously, I went too soon. Call bullshit. Yeah, as far as final dungeons go, this is probably one of my least favorite, because there's really nothing special about it. Yeah, and then that one drops you there. And yeah, I couldn't stop in time. But yeah, there's really not much to it. We're 50% of the way through this dungeon. So yeah, the way you do this one is you do that one, that one, that one, that one, and that's one. And that will get us by the next one. You could have fought another Azidahaka guy here if you wanted to, if you haven't inputted the code, but I figured I'd show inputting the code at least once. That clears this, shows you the different animation. You no longer have to fight that boss. However, that boss, can I get out of here now? Is the last enemy that we needed in order to oversoul every oversoulable enemy in the game. He will not be encounterable in Via Infinito until you have oversoul or encountered him here, and if you do all the puzzles correctly, he'll never show up. So you have to kind of make sure you're doing a bit of both. You have to at least fight him once. It's probably faster to just fight him every single time, but anyway, let's go talk to Shinra.
My last mission.
Oversoul data complete. Here's the reward, the end garment grid. So yeah, if that wasn't evidence enough, here are all of the oversoulable enemies in the game. This takes a long time. You only ever have to do it once, because if you want to continue playing, like New Game Plus, and there are reasons to do that aside from Creature Creator, but you will get to keep all of your garment grids and all of your dress spheres. We've seen every enemy in the game. Well, we haven't seen every enemy in the game. There's still a few in Creature Creator that we haven't seen, but all of the normal enemies we've seen. Let's take a look at that final one, the end. Break HP, break damage, and then Finale. Do you want to see Finale? I kind of do, because I've never seen Finale before. I've never got this dress sphere before. I didn't waste my time on this stuff up until really now, just because I know I've never had any reason for it. As far as I know, it's just a really powerful attack. But yeah, you know what? I think we will see that one. I'll set it up here. Yeah, you can just select Farplane Abyss there and go straight there, and you don't have to worry about anything else, which is nice. So yeah, there are only 3 garment grids that I'm missing. In order to get the remaining 3, you need to do a New Game Plus. I will talk about other aspects of New Game Plus during the ending, but if you're wondering, yeah, we'll go over things like that at that point. As far as Final Dungeons go, I don't know, it's kind of weird, because the music here is pretty good. And let's go up here. We get a cutscene.
I got careless.
Are you all right?
I could use a nap.
We could all use a nap.
Where's Nuge?
He went ahead.
Guess she couldn't stay away.
I never said where I would wait.
Well then please, take care of Kipple.
You dare give me an order?
She said, please.
Look, we'll tell Nuge you're waiting like a good girl and doing your part for the team.
All right, I'm in.
Okay.
Hey, Dr. P. A gift from Nuge.
We get the final key item in the game. There is another one that you can get. I already talked about it. I believe it's Skipple's Sphere. In order to get that one, you have to forego 100%. You can go after it in a New Game Plus if you're interested in looking at it.
It's from 2 years ago. Said it was inside the sphere camera.
I'll watch it later.
Hey, you should watch it now. Think about it. You know you won't be able to fight your best as long as it's on your mind.
You don't know how funny that is
You're
yet.
right.
You will, don't worry. You will.
What do you got in mind for fun? Any ideas, Dr. P?
ship that glides through the air. That thing you mentioned before. If it's for real, I want to fly it.
You get to be pilot then, and maybe I'll try my hand at navigation.
Then I'll be engineer.
Nooch?
Captain,
Ah, that's perfect.
You'd let an amateur be captain?
Chill out, Noochster. All you gotta do is shut up and look important. You'll fit the part.
like a glove.
I'll work you like dogs.
So the impression we're supposed to get here is camaraderie and friendship?
What happened to that pain, I wonder?
She's inside you, sleeping.
But I don't see it.
Well, wakey, wakey! Time to set sail!
Your captain and your navigator are waiting.
I don't know, Nuge just doesn't really seem to care. I'm not sure if it's the voice or what it is, but there's different aspects of that scene that just, I don't know, it just seems odd to me. But anyway, they're telling us here about how this thingamadoodle here works. I am going to save, reset up with that new garment grid, and re-look over how to do this stupid puzzle because I don't remember. Okay, we're back. So yeah, I got everybody set up. In doing so, I was also taking a look to see about the finale attack, and I know what the damage is based on now. I was just seeing if I could increase it so that would be, you know, better, worse, or whatever. Alright, so we go up this left side doodad here, and then we want to take the right one. We get a thing. Now you have to do this in a specific order or you will not succeed at it properly. And then we want to go over to here, and this will move us up here. We go up again. We get another doodad, and then we got to go back down. This is kind of a weird little puzzle. What you can do, I think from here, if you talk to this guy, you can survey and, you know, reset or whatever you want to do. But if you just follow what I'm doing here, here you can jump to either of those. Make sure you jump to the top one first, because this is the one, I believe. And there's La. And, oh, there we go. So we've done that one. Now we want to go back over here. Go up this one again. And this time we want to go left. And I believe we wanted to go up, correct? Yes. Now you can go either left or right here. You want to go right first. Get that one. And when you go back here, it'll take you up instead of down. So we can go over here. Get this treasure chest, the last one in the game, containing a couple of Mega Phoenixes. Yeah, there's no good equipment in the final dungeon here. We get this one, and we go back down here. Now, we just want to go down there, back up here, and now we want to go left, and we want to go down. There we go. And in order to get down, you have to go over this way. Back there, go back down, and that's pretty much the puzzle. We could save again. Sure, I'll save again. Make a new file in case I need to demonstrate that. Something happens recording or something. And you get on this one. Now, I believe you're supposed to jump to that one this time. Yeah, there we go. So that one gives you here, and then you get the final two notes there. If you don't do this correctly, you'll have to fight another Azhidahaka. This is the full song. Maybe it's a different song each time. I don't know. They did something like this in Eternal Sonata's final dungeon. There are no spoilers for Eternal Sonata, but it's a game based on music, and they use a musical aspect in the final dungeon, which was nice. Here, music has nothing to do with the game other than the fact that it's full of J-pop. So it doesn't really make sense to randomly throw in something like this into the final dungeon. Though, the big sphere up front kind of looks cool. It reminds me of something we saw at the start of Xenosaga Episode 3. And I think that one, in turn, also was reminding me of one of the Mechon from Xenoblade. But anyway, you could fight another one there. But anyway, we've got this. One more cutscene.
I got a hunch that once we go on ahead, there's no turning back.
The no turning back point.
A hunch.
Yeah.
That's it?
A hunch it is, then.
A hunch it is. And that... Okay, fine. Then they force us to go forward anyway, because why not? They tell you it's a no turning back point, and then it looks like they move you forward, but they didn't actually move you forward to the no turning back point. We can go back here, and we can... they're giving you the nice warning that, you know, now is the no turning back point. You should probably go back and save and set things up. And I was going to demonstrate the that ability there. And I can't do that if the guy is dead. So let's reload and fail that puzzle altogether. There we go, all loaded up. This time, instead of trying to do the puzzle properly, all you have to do is run, hit this, and just hit this one time. That's all there is to it, and we're at the top. So these are the only notes we got this time. So no bypassing the boss. So anyway, let's see here. Let's go around the grid here. We've got the end going so that we can show things off.
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
No more Mr. Nice Guy, huh? Let's get everyone all the way through here. Get them back to mascot. It's an interesting mechanic they have for this this ability here, finale. Now that we've gone around the whole thing, we have access to it. Let's, it doesn't matter who you use to use it. Yeah, it doesn't look like much, does it? Finale is based on the amount of times you've run away. So it's the chicken knife from Final Fantasy V all over again. If you never run away once, then, this is the non-oversoul variant, by the way. I think he has, yeah, here's the attack that removes buffs, but I'm not worried about it. Are you dead yet? But yeah, it's based on the amount of times you've run away. If you never run away once, it's supposed to do 99,999, since in order to get here, you must also break the damage limit. The runaway counter is reset upon New Game Plus. Now, if you think about it, the only way to get the end garment grid is to run into a lot of enemies and oversoul them, which doing it the way that's not going to take you 18 years is going to be to do a lot of running away. So you do a lot of running away,
Easy as pie.
you get the garment grid, you do New Game Plus, and then you never run away again. You either use the lure bracer or fight everything. But anyway, that's pretty much all I had planned on for today. Do note that if you want to skip through the cutscenes for the next little bit of the area so that you can test out the boss fight, like if you're doing a Let's Play, you can't. They don't let you skip it. You press this, and there's no Y button to quit, and there's no X button to skip the cutscene. Thanks, game. Anyway, that's pretty much all for this one. Next time, we will have either a long one-part finale, which, based on the rest of this LP, is probably what we're going to do. We'll have some boss time, and then we'll see the ending. That's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.